Very wild. So I guess we'll kind of stay in the enemy vein here. You released an emergency press conference about Sofia with an F.
Yep.
Kind of seems like more shit's brewing here. She dropped a picture with
Mooj.
Yes, did you see that?
Yeah, MILF Hunter Mooj.
Yeah.
Mooj is an all-time cocksucker. We know how I feel about him. He called me racist when he left for singing a lyric, and he has a million N-words in his Twitter feed. He also, I'm pretty sure, if we go back and dig through the MILF Hunter files, we'll find like the most sexist like shit ever said. He's just now he was always, by the way, kind of Team Sofia. So it didn't that I said in my rant, like I'm sure it's Mooj, Sofia and Superman. So it didn't surprise me. Alex, this is her lane for the most part. Call her daddy. Like how she wants to respond, I'll follow her lead. I told her, I literally texted her because she showed me the picture of the Mooj. Didn't surprise me. I'm like, listen, because she's like, if they come after me, I'm going to just post the receipts and everything and blow this thing up. I'm like, if you want to go to war, I'm ready to go. I'm always a war guy. I await your marching orders. It's your thing, your fight. But if you're ready to go to war, I will go to war on this. Sophia's full of shit. A lot of what she says, like trying to paint this like it is somehow as a sexism issue, like they weren't getting paid more because they're women. Full of shit. Total lies. Alex has admitted they're total lies. She tries to draw comparisons like, oh, how does fucking the Spit and Chicklets guys have better contracts than we do? Well, Biz had like 1 million plus followers when we signed him, former NHLer. Ryan Whitney was on like the NHL network. When we signed Alex and Sofia, they were nobodies. So yeah, you get a better contract. You cost more when you're already like kind of a star versus a nobody. And they were getting huge raises. She's just generally full of shit, Sofia, trying to make it seem like she was, unfairly treated when they were treated wildly fairly. So she's full of shit in that regard, and that's the only thing with that I want to clear up.
And a guy on Spit and Chicklets worked for free for like a decade because he was unknown.
Exactly, with rear ass.
That's kind of how it works.
A little story that's never hit the light of day. There's an agent involved who is friends with Superman and has, he's just involved. There is a theory that contracts were taken or shared, and I believe this for a fact, from Barstool to Superman so they could start making the case that they were being paid less because they were women. Like illegally done, illegally shared.
Wow. That was
dirty.
Never shared. You're right. That is dirty.
Dirty.
That is dirty. It was. I listened to it. I
didn't even listen to it, by the way. Everyone sent me the synopsis.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was like, obviously you're right. Like their thing's their thing. Like no one really knows like exactly every single in and out, right?
Right.
So, but like when it comes to Barstool, like I think that was the only thing said.
Well,
right.
I
think
know this. They weren't treated any differently because they're women. If anything, they got the biggest raises possible, and they acted, as I said, like immature babies and impossible to negotiate with or keep happy or do anything. They were under contract, and they were shopping their services around. They were being immoral, greedy, whatever you want to call it. That's what she said. She's like, would you be called greedy if you're a man? Yeah, you would. Yeah, I would probably be a lot more vicious because you can actually get away with being vicious to a man, and I'm sensitive because I know what people say about me. So in that regard, she was a lying fucking piece of shit.
So do you think Mooj here is going to come after you, or do you think it's just kind of be about how the breakup went down and against Alex?
The only thing Mooj, what's he going to say again that I'm right? So I like Mooj. I think I will go after Mooj's throat. I probably will anyways, but if they come after me, then I'm in. Like, then I'm not waiting on Alex to be like, attack. I will come at them with everything I have.
And I think it's well known, right? Wasn't like they had a relationship before him and Sofia did, right? Like,
who?
He's Alex's guy,
yes.
Mooj, right?
Yes. Mooj's thing, his theory, and again, it like, we hired him because they told us to, right? And he always tried to make it seem like he was like the brains behind it. And he's like, I didn't get paid for it. Like, and that was his big complaint. It's like, well, all right, I didn't even know who you were till like fucking you got here. So that's always big, I think, been his thing. Like Alex became a star and he's just fucking some dude wearing a mask, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then did you see also, I guess, in the last episode, Alex announced she's moving to LA because she's going through a lot of problems with a neighbor or something like that?
Jazz told me that. Yeah, Paul told me that.
Yeah.
She hasn't talked to me about that. Maybe
So she's
Avery.
just gone.
Who fucking knows?
But it's that's fine. You're fine with her going to LA. There's no
Yeah.
kind of concern there.
No, not really.
She could
just do
she
the
does what she-
podcast.
yeah.
She sells a ton of merch still, doing her thing. No, I have no problem with it.
Okay.